Today on the Stoney Ridge Farm channel, we're gonna mill this log and kick his butt.
No.
Up, down, down. If you look, you'll see they aren't completely flat. Contact.
What you doing, friend? Hey, little Pickles. How you doing? Good Pickles. Good Pickles.
Hey there folks, this is Josh, Stoney Ridge Farmer. Welcome back to another gorgeous day off the farm, down on the river at my buddy Tony's house. What a gorgeous farm Tony has down here. Today we're gonna be milling up with the wood-mizer LT40. We've got a big, beautiful white oak down here. This thing is absolutely huge. It is 24 inches in diameter. That's a big boy. That's not the special log. The special log is going to be a secret and you're going to have to wait until the end. We'll mill this up. We've got a huge stack of lumber. We'll show you that. We've been here for a couple days working. We skipped about 3 days to give our backs a break, and now we're going to fire the sawmill back up. So first thing we got to do, get everything lubricated, get everything ready to rock and roll, open up a new pack of blades. We've been through, I think, 9 blades so far. We're milling really hard lumber. It's white oak mainly, a little bit of cherry, some persimmon, and the special log you're going to see in today's video. You're going to love it. We're going to make some live edge, beautiful stuff. Let's have some fun.
I ain't afraid of work. I ain't afraid to play. I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my damn way. I ain't afraid of life. Times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss. That's right.
So guys, as you can tell, we got a big boy. This big old log is going to go on the sawmill. It's going to make some absolutely gorgeous lumber. This log is set to be plant beds. In other words, they're going to be raised beds, and I built some raised beds on my farm. You'll see some footage of that, and my friend Tony watches a lot of YouTube. He's like, man, I want those for my place. So I was like, Tony, I don't have time to do it. Come on, man. Come on, Tony, I don't have time. So me and Tony worked out a trade. Tony bought me 2 boxes of blades, and I came down here and milled a gigantic pile of lumber. It's more lumber than I've ever milled with the LT40. We've been down here about 10 to 12 hours. And I broke some stuff the other day too. So let's walk over here and show you the lumber that we already have. I think you guys will really appreciate it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then we'll get started milling. So this is white oak, and these are 2x12s for plant beds. I've got a bottle of water right here. I guess they're 2x12s. Let's see, let's double check. Yep, they didn't shrink. So I've got a bottle of water here, guys. It just looks like wood, right? Until we pour a little bit of water on it, and then you're gonna see this really pop and turn absolutely gorgeous. It's almost a sin to waste beautiful white oak like this that could be used for flooring, could be used for furniture. However, this is pretty weather resistant and will last probably 10 years or so as a plant bed, as a raised bed. So as long as it's taken care of and it has some good wood preservative on it. I'll show you what this looks like. I say we start with a little bit of clear lumber. Clear lumber means Doesn't have any knots or any checks in it or anything. We've got a few knots right here. A little gorgeous little knot right there. That just turns out absolutely awesome. This is a knot, a big knot. And if you look, we rub it in a little bit. Look at the character in that. This is a gorgeous, this is almost something that could be used for a baseball bat if it was hickory or ash. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Guys, tell me what you think. Is that a waste, turning that into a plant bed? If you're a furniture guy or a woodworking guy, you're shaking your head right now. Oh, man, I'd love to have that. If you had to buy that dry kiln at Lowe's or Home Depot, you're talking, I don't know. Tell me, guys, tell me what you think. You're talking thousands of dollars, okay? So this is something we're gonna show you. This is the walnut that we milled just the other day. However, this set out without any kind of sealant on the end, and there's sealant called anchor seal that you need to put on the end so you don't get checking. And this checked wide open and just basically almost ruined this. This will still make a gorgeous piece of furniture, and my plan with all of this gorgeous black walnut is to make a big old kitchen table, like a farm table that you can seat 12 people. By the way, this is Nate. Nate is gonna be my helper for the day. You met Nate? Nate, come on over here. Nate's from Wilmington, North Carolina, college guy, gonna get a business degree, but he loves working on the farm, so that's why he's out here helping us. You do boat tours, right?
I do some. That's
you want to give a little shout out to your boating business?
It's just gonna be Bad to the Bone Fishing Charters.
Bad to the Bone Fishing Charters out of Wilmington, North Carolina. You got a phone number for that?
336-613-0683.
Bam, right there. We'll give him a shout out for helping out, guys. If you're in the Wilmington area or in North Carolina, you want to go out on a boat charter, you do offshore?
Offshore and inshore.
Inshore. Offshore and inshore. You know where the fish are?
I would say so.
I hope so. Here's how we judge our blade. So this tooth is down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. So guys, when our blade starts to get dull, what happens is they flatten out and they stop cutting. They stop pulling sawdust through, and it kind of rattles its way through. So that's how you tell if the blade is getting dull. Up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down. If you look, you'll see they aren't completely flat. Contact.
What you doing, friend? Hey, little Pickles. How you doing? Good Pickles. Good Pickles. Pickles! Come here, Pickles.
Bad to the Bone.
Got a clog in the lubrication system. Just started the mill up. No go.
No.
Let me show you what happens sometimes with the sawmill. So this is called the wood-mizer. Lubrication comes, wait, Nate, go ahead and park it. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I forgot to turn it on. Let's see if I've messed up here. So we turn this on, key on, continuous. Yeah, there's a spray that comes out right here, soapy water. Oopsie, I didn't turn it on, so used to it being on all the time. All right, now we can work.
Bad to the bone fishing charters. Bad to the bone fishing charters. No.
Very, very hard lumber. We knew we'd have to do a blade change. Blade change is really simple, really quick. This is your first time watching the Stoney Ridge Farm channel, please hit that like button, subscribe. I'd love to have you back here. A blade change, all we gotta do is simply remove. We'll push this guy out of the way. That's the debarker. This log does not have bark on it, so we don't need a debarker. We'll pull these covers and pop a new blade in place. Takes about 5 minutes. We'll get you a little time lapse.
Like it. Bad to the bone fishing charters. Like it.
Let's give you some science real quick. Nate's gone back up to get some more soapy water for the wood-mizer. We used up about 2.5 gallons of soapy water. Soapy water lubricates and cools the blade as it pulls through the sawmill. So some school for thought here, and you'll notice this is a 3x3. This is going to be used for dunnage. In other words, what we set the pack of lumber on. And this again is white oak, absolutely gorgeous. This will last a long, long time as dunnage. You'll be using it forever. So what we've got here are the fence boards and or the boards that we're going to be using for building plant beds. I was telling Nate, and this is good food for thought for anyone working with wood, especially outside. So wood tends to cup, it tends to move, it's constantly moving with the weather, with moisture, with humidity, with all that heat, everything, it's constantly moving. So this board, and I'll show you real quick, is drying. This surface of this board is drying out right here, okay? As it dries, the water molecules leave the wood, and what that does is it draws the wood up. So in other words, it will start to curve, it'll start to pull the ends up because this wood is effectively shrinking on this side. On the other hand, on the other side, it's staying the same humidity, so it's okay. Now, as we build our plant beds, they're gonna have moist soil in them, okay? So in order to build those plant beds, and not have the wood go all janky and warp all over the place, or while he's assembling, he needs to assemble it wet and put it together and brace it well. If he has a board that's bowing inward, we need to wet the side that it's bowing. So in other words, where on the outside of the bow is wetter and the inside of the bow is drier. So if you wet it all down real good the night before, and you go back in and brace it, it should straighten itself out. In other words, you wet this board, if it's cupped this way, and you wet the top of it, it will settle back down. Just a little board science. There's a lot of science to lumber and wood and drying. Hopefully in the future on the Stoney Ridge, we'll have ourselves a dry kiln and we'll be able to dry kill our wood. Once it's dry killed, it's good to go. So that is very important for building furniture and stuff like that. And we've got a wood shop on the farm. So guys, subscribe to the channel. You'll see me put the entire wood shop together. Isn't this a gorgeous view? This is the Dan River. The Dan River flows all the way up from near Meadows of Dan, Virginia, all the way into North Carolina where we are, back up into Virginia, into a place called Bugs Island, and then out to, I believe, the Chesapeake Bay. So really cool. I think it flows into the Chesapeake Bay, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know, guys. Look at your map. Rivers are really fascinating to me.
No. Bad to the bone fishing charters. No. Yeah.
This log probably weighs about 2,500 pounds. Down. Forward. I don't want to pick it up. Forward. Tilt down. This means tilt down. Bam! Yeah! Bam! Right on it.
Right?
Yeah! That ain't my tractor, guys. It's a nice one though, isn't it? here's the reveal. This is what we've been waiting for. So let's give her a little scrape. Black walnut. My blade was a little dull. Let's take a look. Oh, daddy. Looks good. However, that is sapwood. What we want is heartwood. And we'll see that in just a second. We'll push this guy off and pour some more water on it. Oh, that probably weighs 200 pounds.
No.
All right, here we go. Heartwood and sapwood in this one. Just scrape off right here. Oh, look at that. That's a bar top right there, guys. That is a bar top, Stoney Ridge bar top. All right, okay, let's pour a little water on this. Ooh, daddy, look at that, guys. Absolutely gorgeous, wow. Well, now you know what's inside the log, guys. This is black walnut. This is going back to my place, and we're gonna get busy making some furniture out of it. It takes about a year per inch for it to dry, so it's got to dry out good, and then we can start working with it. This is going in the mega shop. Guys, thanks a lot for joining me. Let's look at one more. Oh, right here. You see that check? It's cracked right there. That's not a waste, it's okay, but we'll get in here where it's not checked. Oh, we got a nice knot right here too. Look at that. Okay, let's get down here and look at this knot. Oh, baby, look at that. Once that's sanded smooth, it'll look like glass. Look how gorgeous that looks, guys. Awesome. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. Every time I run the sawmill, we get a surprise. That was an awesome surprise. How gorgeous this wood is. Thank you all so much for joining me. Please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Love to have you back here on the Stoney Ridge Farm channel. If you're interested in a wood-mizer, check out Wood-Mizer of the Carolinas. There'll be a link down the video description. Those guys are awesome to deal with if you're a local North Carolina or South Carolina or Virginia person. See you next time on the Stoney Ridge, guys. All right, give me that camera. Thanks, Nate. Woo! 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 Come on. Woo! Excited.
Best I can do.
That's it. What do you do when you catch a big fish?
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you guys. We're going to go on Nate's charter. Yeah. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. See you next time.
Yo, come on down to the Stoney
Thank
Ridge. Bring your wife and bring your kids. We're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
Bad to the bone. No.
Did it get you in the weenus?
No, just on the corner of my leg.
Nate is a professional dancer for, what is it, Christie's Cap? What is it? Where do you dance?
I don't dance.
Nate's a professional farm guy. You must stay hydrated. If you don't, you could get dehydrated. Wait a minute. Hey man, you tired?
No.
Man, you too young to be tired. Get in that river.
No.
Folks, you stuck around to the end. That is a bullet with a full metal jacket. That's a ruined blade, by the way. Man, that's a bummer. That's a cool little conversation piece in your bar top there, right?